You all know that a year and a half ago, those three decisions were overturned, and now the Faulkner Act is being imposed. And what you see now is the results of the Faulkner Act. So when people politically interfere with the guy who was elected to do the job, and then want to turn around and blame the guy for not doing it, that's totally unfair. And that has been corrected over the last year and a half. You've seen a different council and a different mayor.
Thank you.
Could I rebut?
30 seconds.
Yes.
Mr. Batista.
First of all, to address Ms. Garrettson, she's been part of the problem. She's been part of the fight with the mayor, except for the past year maybe when they aligned all of a sudden. But the problem with it's not the Faulkner Act that's at fault. The problem is there's no agreement. They are never in agreement. This has to change. This is what's stopping progress. This is what's stopping businesses from coming in. If there is no good reputation with regard to the government, nobody's coming.
Thank you. All right. Ms. Garrison, I'd like to address a question to you.
Sure.
The people in Hillside deserve to have a mayor that can solve problems. What expertise do you have that can help solve the problems in Hillside when they do arise? In 1 minute.
In 1 minute. One of the examples I would like to share is I was actually the former finance chair, and as finance chair, the first couple of years that I was elected, there were several senior council people that were on the council. So of course you always take the lead and you learn from them, and they did an amazing job of teaching. But it was the year that I was left alone that I was unable to see some of the, have the leadership from other council people, and I had to really learn about the budget. And when you see the budget, you see the entire lay of the land, the entire dynamic of what the council and the mayor are able to do or not do. And it was that year that it's not about one person, but it's about how do you collectively address the different concerns and issues of the residents and the community. And so in this last year, we have been able to utilize that budget to make sound decisions, but there's a lot more that we need to do. So the financial aspect is what I bring to the table.
Okay. Mr. Batista, what's your expertise?
Well, what I do to make a living is I negotiate. I negotiate contracts with people. I negotiate certain portions when there's disagreement over clauses. We negotiate. We don't just burn the contract. We sit down and we work something out. This is pretty much what I would be expected to do with our council. Now, there have to be willing people. There have to be willing minds. If everybody's locked, it's not going to happen. But what we need to do is negotiate instead of suing. It's one lawsuit after another and hundreds of thousands of legal fees between this council and the mayor have not helped us one iota. What we should be doing with that money is fixing things. How's that for something novel? Let's take our money and help our citizens and our residents instead of just paying the lawyers. Thank you.
Mr. Benza, what expertise do you bring to solving problems?
Obviously, you're going to hear all these. This is all about budgeting. You have X amount of dollars to do X amount of things, and you have to make some very difficult and hard choices. You put another police officer on duty at night, you tell them no. This goes on every single day. And you run the township the way you run your business. When you don't have the money, you can't spend it. You got to say no. If I'm accountable to the taxpayer, then my department heads are accountable to me. And each one of them have a budget. When they exceed that budget, you can rest assured they're going to call into my office, and something's going to happen. Of course, but you have to run it that way, or you'll have double-digit tax increases every year.
Thank you. Yes, you may have 30 seconds.
Okay, one important thing that we have not done in Hillside, and this is again from what we've been able to do through the years, the department heads have not been engaged in the entire budget process. They have really been after the fact. So we need to make sure that we do engage them, not only after a budget is prepared, but we need them because they are the experts. They're out there on the day-to-day, seeing what's happening with a lot of the different departments, whether it's Department of Public Works, police, fire, etc. We need to make sure that we also empower the people who work here.
Any other rebuttals?